Bill Cosby is an American comedian, television star, and producer. As of this writing, Bill Cosby's net worth is $400 million. He is best known for creating and starring on The Cosby Show. At his peak of the show, he was the highest-paid television actor in the world. His base salary for the show was $1 million per episode, but when his producing, creator, syndication, and various other income streams were totaled, he earned $4 million per episode. That's the same as earning $8 million per episode today. He owned 20% of the show's equity, which generated hundreds of millions in syndication royalties over the last several decades, though those royalties have mostly dried up in recent years in the wake of his scandals. So what happened to him after the scandal and what his children thought about it? In this video, we will dig into every part of the American's dad's life. Who is his wife? Camille Cosby, 77, has been married to disgraced comedian Bill Cosby, 84, for 58 years. Once known as America's dad, Bill was accused of sexually assaulting, with claims ranging from groping to rape, 60 women. The crusade against Cosby started when Andrea Constand accused him of assaulting her in 2004 and filed a police report against him in 2005, which he was found guilty of in 2018. 10 years later, after the incident took place, between 2014 and 2015, over 50 women came forward and accused him of assault. Camille Cosby was born on March 20, 1944. The 77-year-old is a producer and philanthropist. She has been credited for producing Fat Albert, OBKB, and Ennis's Gift. She even influenced The Cosby Show, as the character Claire Huxtable was based on her. Camille has maintained that her husband is innocent throughout the course of the accusations against him and his trial. After over 16 women had accused her husband of sexual assault in December 2014, she issued a legal statement defending him. "The man I met and fell in love with, and whom I continue to love, is the man you all knew through his work," she wrote in the statement. "He is a kind man, a generous man, a funny man, and a wonderful husband, father, and friend. He is the man you thought you knew." She continued, "A different man has been portrayed in the media. It is the portrait of a man I do not know. It is also a portrait painted by organizations, painted by individuals, and organizations whom many in the media has given a pass. There appears to be no vetting of my husband's accusers before stories are published or aired. None of us will ever want to be in the position of attacking the victim. But the question should be asked, who is the victim?" In the midst of these financial difficulties, when Bill Cosby was released from jail in 2021, allegations of marital conflict appeared. Camille was cited without her wedding ring, raising fears about the durability of their almost 6-decade-long marriage. Cosby's publicist at the time, Andrew Wyatt, denied the rumors, highlighting Camille's unflinching support through thick and thin. The couple, who married in 1964 and suffered the devastating death of their son, Ennis, are now facing another challenge in their long-lasting relationship. Bill and Camille recently celebrated their 58th wedding anniversary as they got married on January 25, 1964. Their marriage has stood the test of time, plus Bill's trial and jail time. He returned to his home in Elkins Park, Pennsylvania, when he was released from prison in June 2021, and then went to New York City, where his wife had been residing. Weeks later, rumors of their divorce surfaced after Camille was spotted without her wedding ring. However, Cosby's rep Andrew Wyatt shut down the speculation and said they're still together. "I know many people who don't wear rings, and they haven't worn them in 30 years. It's hilarious because Mr. and Mrs. Cosby have been happily married for 57 years and counting, despite maintaining his innocence in the face of previous claims. The road ahead is both personally and financially difficult. The conflict between financial realities and marital resilience provides a complicated image of a once-loved person attempting to rebuild in the face of scandal. The world is watching the Cosby crisis to see if this American icon can restore his legacy and survive the storm that threatens to change his position in history. Despite their complicated relationship, they still fall deeply in love and have 5 children. Sandra Santiago, an accomplished Broadway actress, made a notable entrance into the entertainment industry with a bit part in the drama The End of August and a supporting role in the hip-hop movie Beat Street. Her breakthrough came in 1984 when she secured a co-starring role as Detective Gina Calabrese in the hit show Miami Vice, a role she maintained throughout the show's lengthy run. In the 90s, Santiago continued her career with appearances in several TV movies and the 1997 romantic comedy Nick and Jane. In 1999, she embraced recurring roles on the daytime drama Guiding Light and HBO's gangster hit The Sopranos. Post-Sopranos, she joined the cast of the Glenn Close legal drama Damages, while concurrently maintaining her recurring role on the soap opera One Life to Live. Santiago's Broadway credits include notable productions such as the Tony Award-winning musical Nine and Arthur Miller's A View from the Bridge. Gina Calabrese, played by Sandra Santiago when she was 24 years old, and now she is 66 years old. Number 4. Olivia Brown as Trudy Joplin. Trudy Joplin, alongside her partner Gina, played the role of lures for prostitution Johns on the streets of Miami. Beyond her undercover work, Trudy is a determined policewoman who approaches her job with a sense of seriousness and commitment. Her dedication to cases she's involved in is unwavering, even if it comes at a personal cost. Trudy takes on the role of an information gatherer for the team, utilizing her street contacts, computer proficiency, investigative skills, and, interestingly, her experience with the telephone book to gather crucial information for ongoing cases. Sandra Santiago, an accomplished Broadway actress, began her career with a bit part in the drama The End of August and a supporting role in the hip-hop movie Beat Street. Her breakthrough came in 1984 when she was cast in the hit show Miami Vice, portraying Detective Gina Calabrese. Santiago played a co-starring role on the Miami set show throughout its long run. Erin's attorney at the time, Louis J. Terminello, mentioned that Bill Cosby played a more conciliatory role, but Erin wished for a response more akin to a father-daughter dynamic. It is suggested that their relationship has since improved following the passing of her brother. The artist leads a low-key lifestyle and hardly discusses her personal life. Similarly, little is known about her dating status at present. According to reports, the artist was married in 1990 when she was 24. Although her husband's identity has never been disclosed, the couple reportedly split after 4 months. Erin then relocated to Miami to begin a new life. She began working as a full-time artist photographer after graduation. Currently, the artist resides in Philadelphia and operates an art studio. Her artwork has been displayed in galleries in New York City and Miami. Erin's art tells the stories of everyday people from different regions, including India, Senegal, and Cuba. Ennis Cosby. Ennis Cosby, born on April 15, 1969, was the only son of Bill and Camille Cosby. Tragically, he was murdered on January 16, 1997, at the age of 27, during an attempted robbery. Ennis, a source of inspiration for his father's comedy, and a figure who contributed to the character of Theo Huxtable on The Cosby Show, met a devastating end while changing a flat tire in Los Angeles. During the attempted robbery, 18-year-old Mikhail Markasev shot Ennis. The Cosby family attributed Ennis's death to 2 factors: Markasev's actions as the perpetrator and systemic racism in America, which they believed fueled the attack. Ennis Cosby held a special place in his father's heart from the beginning. Bill Cosby, a renowned comedian, and Camille already had 2 daughters, and Bill had expressed a strong desire for a son. Ennis became a significant part of Bill's comedy routines, and when Bill co-created The Cosby Show, he based the character of Theo Huxtable on his own son, incorporating Ennis's struggles with dyslexia into the character's storyline. Ennis, diagnosed with dyslexia, overcame the learning disability through special classes. His academic achievements led him to Morehouse College in Atlanta and later to the Teachers College at Columbia University in New York City. His life's journey, including the battle with dyslexia, was mirrored in Theo Huxtable's character on The Cosby Show. He possessed his father's good looks and athleticism, also inherited Bill Cosby's sense of humor. A lighthearted anecdote shared by Bill Cosby involved a promise to Ennis that he could have his dream Corvette if he improved his grades. Ennis, displaying his wit, responded by suggesting a more modest Volkswagen. However, Ennis Cosby's promising life was tragically cut short at the age of 27. He was not directly involved in the robbery that ended his life, but was an innocent bystander. While changing a tire on California's Interstate 405 in Los Angeles, 18-year-old Mikhail Markasev approached him for money. When Ennis didn't promptly comply, the teenager shot him. At the time of the incident, Ennis was studying to become a special education teacher at Columbia University Teachers College. His untimely death deeply impacted his family, and he is remembered as the inspiration for the character Theo Huxtable. Ensa Cosby. Ensa Cosby was born on April 8, 1973, and sadly passed away from renal disease on February 23, 2018, at the age of 44. She was dealing with various health problems and was waiting for a kidney transplant when she passed. In her final days, she actively defended and supported her father, Bill Cosby, who was facing allegations of sexual assault. Ensa spoke out against what she saw as a one-sided portrayal of her father in the media and expressed frustration that when he tried to defend himself, he faced legal challenges. In a May 2017 interview on Power 105.1's The Breakfast Club, she strongly asserted her belief in her father's innocence. She also pointed out the role of racism in shaping the narrative and the impact it had on the entire scandal. She passed away from kidney disease in Massachusetts on a Friday, as confirmed by spokesman Andrew Wyatt. Ensa, who defended her father during his trial over allegations of drugging and sexually assaulting a woman in 2004, had faced health issues and was reportedly awaiting a kidney transplant. The judge declared a mistrial in the case, and a new trial is scheduled for April. Bill Cosby denies the allegations, and Ensa had previously expressed her belief in a racist motivation behind her father's prosecution. She is survived by her three sisters, Evan, Erin, and Erica. Her brother Ennis was tragically murdered in 1997. Ensa Cosby was featured in an episode of her father's program, The Cosby Show. Evan Cosby. Bill and Camille. Cosby's youngest child, Evan Cosby, was born on August 27, 1976. At the age of 45, she owns a luxury boutique shop and is a graduate of the Fashion Institute of Technology. In April 2017, Evan gained attention when she published a public letter in defense of her father and criticized the media. In the letter featured on NNPA Newswire, Evan Cosby expressed her frustration with the public persecution of her father, emphasizing his role as her children's grandfather. She strongly condemned the media for labeling her father as a criminal without knowing the truth and criticized those who shamed her family and friends for defending Bill Cosby. Evan highlighted the significant emotional toll this situation had on her family and children. The public persecution of my dad, my kid's grandfather, and the cruelty of the media and those who speak out, branding my father a criminal without ever knowing the truth and who shame our family and our friends for defending my dad, makes all of this so much worse for my family and my children. Evan continued, expressing concern about the quick judgment and accusations of horrific violence against her father, noting the callousness and harm caused by such actions. When people are so quick to cast hate and make accusations of horrific violence against my dad, they are callous in their carelessness about the harm they are causing to others. Later in the same statement, Evan reiterated her father's love and respect for women and emphasized his qualities as a good parent. She argued that everyone should adhere to the principle of being innocent until proven guilty, expressing a desire for fair treatment under the law for her father. Bill Cosby returned home. Wednesday, after the Pennsylvania Supreme Court threw out his sexual assault conviction and he was released from a state prison outside Philadelphia. Bill Cosby lives in a modest mansion by Los Angeles standards. The 4-bedroom, 4-bathroom home is a bit over 4,500 living square feet with magnificent pines and mature specimen-treed backyard. Its neo-eclectic Tudor design is reminiscent of the Tudor revival style that was popular in the late 1890s to 1940s. Half-timbering, massive chimneys and narrow windows are features that you see in Cosby's home that lend to this style. Frank Lloyd Wright and his apprentice, William Drummond, built many of these mansions during the colonial architectural period to gratify clients. Notices the thatched roof cottages and side decorative trellis, patios, and balconies. The Cosby home is pretty secure. It's near the end of a winding road and backyard is private. The grounds are walled in, with a gated driveway and gated entrance by the front walkway. Notice the 2 cars in front which might be added security. The Pacific Palisades area is a very desirable area to live in Los Angeles. There is a strong community bond amongst the residents. The 4th of July parade is the place to be. The current honorary mayor is Jake Steinfeld. He is Body by Jake. My sister went to an event last night where he gave a lecture about his start in the fitness industry, which turned into a TV network, and is now a founder of the U.S. Major League Lacrosse. The previous honorary mayor was Sugar Ray Leonard. The Palisades are located between Beverly Hills, Santa Monica, and Malibu. It's a wonderful community to raise a family. It's pretty sleepy, which I guess makes it good if you like to sleep around. What is Bill Cosby's net worth? Even before he created The Cosby Show, he was one of the highest-earning celebrities on the planet. So much so that when his album contract was up in 1968, Cosby turned down a 5-year, $3.5 million contract. That's the same as $25 million today, to launch his own production company. He started pumping out his own comedy albums and would eventually go on to create the TV shows Fat Albert and The Bill Cosby Show, not to be confused with the sitcom of the 80s. Bill has also earned tens of millions more from endorsements, most notably Jell-O, movie appearances, live comedy shows, and other less successful TV series. His 2014 comedy tour grossed $11 million over 100 shows. Bill's real estate portfolio is worth over $100 million. He has large properties in Pennsylvania and Beverly Hills. His estate in Beverly Hills alone could be worth as much as $60 million based on comparable recent sales, potentially closer to $80 million. In 2018, it was reported that Cosby had been quietly selling off tens of millions of dollars worth of real estate in Los Angeles in the wake of years of legal woes. He listed 2 commercial properties in downtown Santa Monica for sale for a combined $26 million art collection. Bill and his wife, Camille, own what has been described as the most significant art collection in the hands of an African-American family. Bill started acquiring pieces in the 1960s, and today the family collection includes pieces by Thomas Hart Benton, Rembrandt, Renoir, Picasso, and Matisse. Their art collection alone could easily be worth north of $150 million. His car collection. Besides his career and fame, he is an avid fan of automobiles and bought some super rare cars with multi-million-dollar price tags, including the rare Pontiac Bonneville Special, GM Futureliner, and Shelby Cobra 427 Super Snake. He bought cars from renowned brands such as Ferrari, Lincoln, and Mercedes-Benz. Read on and find out more about his rare and exclusive car collection. 1958, Mercedes-Benz 300 SL Roadster. Let's start off the list with Bill's one of the classics that he bought for a price of $11K. The Mercedes-Benz SL Roadster was produced from 1957 to 1963 and was made with the origin of a racing sports car. The company targeted the U.S. market and initially came out with the coupe body style. Later, the director of Mercedes-Benz suggested a convertible version, which came out back in 1957. Bill Cosby owned a red 300 SL for quite a time, but in his 60s, he sold the car. The car is powered by a 3.0L inline-six engine, putting out a maximum of 215 horsepower and 203 lb-ft of torque. Fitted to a 4-speed manual transmission, the car completes the 60 mph run in 6.6 seconds with an impressive top speed of 163 mph. 1974 Ferrari 365 GT4 2 We know Bill Cosby for his acting and comedy, but did you know he had a taste for Italian automobiles? The comedian had a particular taste for Ferraris, and he owned one which was specially designed for him. A.L. Bertoni's Milano Imports specially prepared a chocolate brown color schemed Ferrari 365 GT4 2 for Bill with a serial number of 17907. The coupe was in Bill's collection for a large amount of time, but later he sold the car on eBay. 2007 Lincoln Town Car. In Bill Cosby's car collection, one of the everyday drives was the Lincoln Town Car, a full-size luxury sedan with a cost of nearly $43,000. The sedan featured a black exterior paint and was frequently spotted transporting the comedian to catch flights and attend shows. Notably, Cosby used the town car when attending court hearings related to the charges of sexual battery. The Lincoln Town Car is known for providing premium luxury amenities, spacious legroom, and comfortable interiors. 1954, Pontiac Bonneville Special. American people were fascinated by futuristic concepts and technology before space programs, and General Motors was aware of that. They made the curiosity of the U.S. people a tool to show off one of their conceptual automobiles in the 50s. GM brought out a stunning Pontiac boasting a striking exterior design with a futuristic approach and new tech. Bill Cosby was always fond of cars and bought one of these masterpieces at his career peak. Rocking with a green color scheme, the Pontiac was donated later to a museum. 1950 GM Futureliner. Designed by Harley Earl, the GM Futureline was in a group of custom vehicles showing off futuristic design and technologies at that time. Featuring a white-red color combination, the vehicle boosted a few applications that were truly practical. The midsection of the bus can be accessible with lift-up gates, and you can easily put anything that the space can handle. Cosby had a Futureliner but donated it to a museum. Recently, one of the Futureliners was sold for a whopping $4 million in an auction. 1966 Shelby Cobra. 427 Super Snake. The finest and rarest car in Bill Cosby's automobile collection is the 1966 Shelby Cobra 427 Super Snake. The American comedian bought a Super Snake from his friend Carroll Shelby back in 1967. The Cobra was one of the two in the world which was heavily modified. The blue-colored poison-spitting Cobra was featured in an album called 200 mph in 1968. Considering the rarity of the car, a Super Snake was auctioned for a price of $5.5 million. Bill Cosby owns two planes, which are housed at the Westfield Barnes Municipal Airport. One of the planes is a 12-seater Pilatus PC-12, featuring the name Billy on the tail. The other is a 16-seat Gulfstream 4, named Camille. These private aircraft provide Cosby with convenient and personalized transportation options. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe and click the notification bell so you stay updated on our future videos. See you in the next one.